Hi students, this is myself Mofida Khatun and I'm going to teach you the lesson 14, that is ecosystem, and today my topic is energy flow. First we have to know about energy flow. What do we mean by energy flow? Energy flow is transfer of energy from one trophic level to another trophic level, in which from the storage energy only 10% energy is transferred to the next trophic level and another 90% energy is used um, to do different works like respiration, reproduction, etc. etc. See here I have written that energy flow is the key function of an ecosystem. Sun is the only source of energy for all ecosystem of Earth. Energy flow in an ecosystem is always unidirectional. It comes from the sun. Different ecosystems receive different amounts of energy depending upon the latitude, slope, cloud formation, and atmospheric pollutants. So, study of energy flow or transfer is called bioenergy. See here one picture given the slide. I think you have seen this sun, yellow color sun. So producer get the energy from the sun. Producers mean green plants. From these producers, primary energy transferred to the primary consumers. Primary consumers are also known as herbivores, like herbivores are known as plant-eating animals like cow, goat, etc. And then energy transferred to the next trophic level, that is secondary consumer, the which are carnivores. Carnivores are flesh-eating animals like tiger, lion, etc. Again, from this trophic level to secondary consumer to tertiary consumer, energy is transferred. Tertiary consumers are omnivorous. Those who eat both herbivores and carnivores like man, crow, etc. Like this way, energy is transferred from one trophic level to their next trophic level. And energy flow in an ecosystem is determined by two basic laws of thermodynamics. That is, one law is first law of thermodynamics, next second law of thermodynamics. First law of thermodynamics states that energy is neither created nor destroyed but can be transferred from one component to another or transferred from one state to another. On the other hand, second law of thermodynamics that states that as energy is transferred, more and more of it is wasted. Next, your headline is 10% law of energy in an ecosystem. Then your question will be like this: explain briefly about 10% law of energy in an ecosystem. So you need to write like this: according to the second law of thermodynamics or entropy, energy transformation is never 100%. It means never 100%. It involves degradation of energy from a concentrated to a dispersed form as is used to maintain the metabolism. So only a part of energy is stored in the biomass. When a producer strips radiant energy or photosynthesis, only 2 to 10% of PAR. PAR means, full form of PAR is photosynthetic active radiation, is used in photosynthesis called GPP, that is gross primary productivity. And about 0.2 to 1% of incident radiation is used by plants in respiration, while 0.8 to 4% of incident radiation is used to produce biomass called NPP, net primary productivity. When a herbivores eat a producer, then about 90% of potential energy is dispersed or dissipated while only 10% of energy is available for producing biomass. The same will be repeated when herbivores is eaten by carnivores. This law is called 10% law of energy in an ecosystem. So guys, available spelling is mistake here, so correct it yourself. See one diagrammatical representation of energy flow. These are the producer get energy from sun, so 10% energy from the sun. Producer get 10% energy, that is 10,000 kilocalorie. Again, energy is transferred to the primary consumer. Here also 10% energy is lost, then energy become 1000 kilocalorie. Again, from this trophic level, energy is transferred to the next trophic level, that is secondary consumer. Here also 10% energy is lost and energy become 100 kilocalorie. Then from this trophic level, it means secondary consumer to transfer tertiary consumer, and here also 10% energy is lost and energy become 10 kilocalorie. Like this way, energy is transferred from one trophic level to another trophic level. So our next topic is very interesting, that is food chain. Everybody know that what is food chain. So food chain is a series of groups of organisms called trophic levels, in which there is a repeated eating and eaten by, so as to transmit the food energy. See your example of food chain. This is diagrammatical representation. Grass means producers, and grass eaten by whom? Eaten by primary consumer, that is grasshopper. Again, grasshopper eaten by bluebird, that is secondary consumer. Secondary consumer eaten by tertiary consumer, that is written here snake. You have seen or not? Again, tertiary consumer eaten by apex predator, that is owl. Again, when this owl dead, it decomposed and become decomposers. From these decomposers, bacteria, fungi get energy, and from this decomposer also new life can grow, that is grass. This way through the food chain, energy transfer to the one trophic level to another trophic level. Next, characteristics of food chain. Already you know the characteristics of food chain, that is I have given all these characters in point wise. See here, number 1, in a food chain there is repeated eating, in which each group eats the smaller one and is eaten by the larger one. So a food chain involves nutritive interaction between the biotic components. Next here, the food chain, there is unidirectional flow of energy from sun to producer, and then series of consumers of various types. Next, 3 number, usually 90% of potential energy is lost as heat at each transfer. Next, point number 4, usually there are 4 to 5 trophic levels in food chain. Shorter food chains will provide greater available energy. Next, 5 number, a food chain always straight. Next, types of food chain. In nature, there are 2 types of food chain. Number 1 is grazing food chain, and number 2 is detritus food chain. Already we know that grazing food chain start from producers and it completed into or ended into decomposer, but detritus food chain start from decomposer. See here one definition of grazing food chain. This type of food chain starts from the living green plants, goes to grazing herbivores, and on carnivores. Ecosystem within such type of food chain are directly dependent on an influx of solar radiation. Next, see the grazing food chain, detritus food chain. This type of food chain goes from dead organic matter into microorganisms, and then to organisms feeding on detritus, and detritus means detrivorous, like fungi, protozoas, etc., etc., and they are predators. Such ecosystems are thus less dependent on direct solar energy. One picture given here, food chain, both detritus and grazing food chain are represented here. From the sun, producer get energy, that is green grass, and from producer, primary consumer get energy, and primary consumers are grasshopper. From primary consumer, secondary consumer get energy. It means producer eaten by primary consumer, and primary consumer eaten by secondary consumer. Tertiary consumer, secondary consumer eaten by tertiary consumer. When tertiary consumer, that is eagle, is dead, it become decomposers. It decomposed and it become decomposers. And producer to decomposer is grazing food chain. And next, detritus food chain is started from here, from decomposers. So bacteria get nutrients from these decomposers, and also green grass grow again from these decomposers. Next, our topic is food web. It is a network of food chains which become interconnected at various trophic levels so as to form a number of feeding connections amongst different organisms of a biotic community. Actually, food web means the network of food chains which become interconnected at various trophic levels. Okay, see here one diagrammatic representation. See here 5 food chain interconnected to become a food web in a grassland ecosystem. Okay, these are the grass. First food chain is grass eaten by grasshopper, and grasshopper eaten by lizard, and lizard eaten by hawk. Okay, next, grass eaten by rabbit, rabbit eaten by hawk. Again, grass eaten by mouse, mouse eaten by hawk. Then grass eaten by mouse, mouse again eaten by snake, snake eaten by hawk. And we can say that 4-5 type of food chains together become a food web. So thank you so much. Today this much only. Next I will teach you the ecological pyramid. So here, if you have any doubt or query, then you can ask me through the SMS, and please concentrate the video. Thank you so much.